Hi guys, so today I'm going to show you how can run Fedora Linux workstation environment in your macOS operating system using a software called QEMU. So if you're familiar with the parallel, you know that you can in the mirror macOS, you can run Windows or other OS environment there, but you have to pay for it. It's not a free software. But there's an open source solution called QEMU, which is part of a virtualization tool. With this, you can run software emulation near hardware, like really the same operating system like environment without paying anything. I'm just going to cover one for the Fedora, but you can pretty much run anything like a Microsoft Windows, and it's not just for the Mac OS. I'm just going to cover remote Mac OS, but you can pretty much extend it to Windows and others for this using this tool. So without further ado, let's go get started. So here is I break down number step-by-step guide in this tutorial. First step is we're gonna install QEMU, and we're gonna use Homebrew for that. So if you are not familiar with Homebrew, make sure to download and install it first. We're gonna then download the Fedora ISO. We're gonna use that as a base workstation image. Then we're gonna download QCOW2, which is basically that when you mount the drive, we're gonna install a Fedora there. Step 4 is we're gonna resize it, give like 10 gigabyte, and we're gonna run the QEMU. Lastly, we're gonna go through standard work step-by-step guide to install Fedora, and lastly, we're gonna relaunch Fedora and see how it's gonna look like. So first thing is we're gonna go install QEMU. Let's go to that. So when using Homebrew, you just do brew install QEMU. And I already pre-installed, so I will see that it's installed already. Second, we're going to just check the version. So use a QEMU system, and then x86 64, and we're going to say version there. So we can check the version this way. That's it. Pretty easy, right? Step 2, we're going to download Fedora ISO. So you can use other workstation platform, but we're going to use the Fedora. We're going to get fedora.org, visit there. We're going to download one for the workstation. So go click that, and we're going to download the ISO format. So we're going to download it. We're going to also need a drive to install Fedora Bit. So we're going to use the Fedora, QCOW2 image. We go to this URL, and you're going to just download the one for the OpenStack. Click download, and once you download it, you're pretty much done. Paste into same folder, and we're going to resize it because we're going to just make it for 10 gigabyte. So there's a tool using the QEMU, which is called the image create. When you use the download the QEMU, install QEMU, this came with it. So QEMU -image create format is that for -f QCOW2, and then we're gonna just give that the file name, which is in the same folder. So this will resize to 10 gigabyte. That's it. Pretty simple, right? So step 5, we're gonna run Fedora with QEMU. So this is the command, kind of long command, but I can go walk through step by step. I'm going to freeze that frame for a while. So basically QEMU -system -x86 _64 / is to go to the next line. Basically that -m saying that this is how much 2 gigabyte basically that RAM memory we're going to get. That -VGA and virt-IO saying that this is a kind of graphic card we're going to use. And then we're going to use the Excel HBF, which is basically that we're going to use hardware-based isolation. If you don't provide that, you're going to experience a lot of slowdown, so make sure to mind that. So this is very important. You have to provide the HBF, otherwise it'll be very slow. And you're going to, the next option is -show -cursor. This is basically say use a mouse. And then -USB is that device. And -device and as USB -tablet is because if you use a Mac unless you use a separate mouse, using the touchpad will be the USB -tablet. Lastly, -drive, and then file equals the instruction with the virt-IO. Basically, this is saying that we're going to use the mount mounted images to mount it, and using QCOW to images, and this is where we're going to install the Fedora Bit. Step 6 is we're going to install Fedora and QCOW 2. So we're going to launch the command again, and then we're going to just select the first one, start. So to get it exit out of it because you have a mouse there and you cannot get out, you have to click that Control Alt C. There'll be the Control Command G on the Mac, so you can just kind of go back and forth with that. So we're going to select the first option, which is going to install the Fedora. So there's going to be a little delay, but it's going to take a little while to launch that Fedora. So you'll see the console, and then the window is going to automatically resize. One of the things bad thing about QEMU that's not coming by default is that basically that is going to be that the resizing window is not really an option there. There's a separate graphic card you can use, but this is not part of the scope or this tutorial, so you can go explore it further. So it's going to bring for some boot time information there and take a little while. So then, and it's going to bring a gray screen a little bit, but you're going to present with two options. So here you can try Fedora, and or you can install a hard drive. Again, if you want to get out from the the option, you can do the Control Alt G to get it out and go back. We're gonna use the install to hard drive option, so because we want to make it available next time when you launch again. So it's going to a little delay when you select that, but it will be just to take a little while, just a short minute. And then you're gonna select the option where you can choose the language. So you can select to look at default language and input language. You're gonna just there's different. You can see there's so many different options here. We're gonna just leave as it is. Choose English as default. But now so you can actually install that. We go to location. If you want to change your location, this is more like a Fedora stuff, but we're gonna just then you see different options for time zone and whatever. We're gonna just leave it as it is. And then most importantly, remember that we provide the QCOW images. This is where you use. This is a drive that you're going to partition with. So I think there's a little error. Let me try again. So then click done. So this is basically the drive you're going to install with, and there's a QCOW images you just provided when you run the QEMU. And then you basically find installation. This will take a while. Remember that we provide the 2 GB option. If you increase that, it will take a little faster, but that's that we provide only 2 GB for this installation step. But just to take a while, and just get a quick cup of coffee or whatever, that cup of tea, and then it will be done pretty soon. So now once you install, let's relaunch Fedora with the same command. So then when this is relaunched, you will see if everything goes smoothly, you will see the welcome option in different languages rotating. So we are going to click next because we want to proceed. And then privacy option, you can skip that and connect online account. And I'm just going to register. I think it's just root account. So next, and then give a password for the root password. So that's pretty much it. Next time when you launch, you'll have the Fedora available where you left off. So that's it. Thank you for watching, and then hopefully you have a great time. And be sure to subscribe. I'll cover more interesting stuff next time. So yeah, see you next time.